All right, MIDI part 2. So anyway, I got this in here. Now what I'm going to do is, I can see this. What I can do is, if I put these back into clips view here, I can actually double click it and I can see my bass line. But let me just show you something really cool. And this, all the DAWs do this. Logic, Ableton Live, Pro Tools do this. Up here in the upper left-hand corner, they all do it differently, I should say. So you have to kind of learn how they do it. But over here in the left-hand corner, I can now click on this so I can see all my clips at the same time. So I can see what's going on here. So I can see, here's my bass right here. Here's my kick drum right here. So I can see these kind of imposed on top of one another. So I got that there, and I can make changes to these. I can make changes to stuff if I want to. I can zoom in, and let's go ahead and move this one in here like that. And I can go over here and just make sure that one's good. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in some other notes in here. Now, if you need to put in notes, and if you don't have a keyboard, what I can do is I can go in here, and what are we in the key? Like G minor, right? So I can go in here and I can say, let's listen. Yeah, so we'll use those. And we'll put in a note here. Like that. Okay. Can we get the instruments in different colors? Yes, you can have you can just change the color of the track and it will change the instrument color. Yep. So now I got that, I can just put some notes in like that with my pencil tool. I can just drag it around. Now, you notice every time I click on a note, it plays that note. And that's fine sometimes, but if you don't want to hear that note, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off my MIDI play up here. This right here is kind of my MIDI play. That means that when it's on, it plays my notes. Over here, any note that I click on, it's going to play it. If I turn it off, it still plays it over here, but over here it doesn't play it. There's an ambulance going on. That's funny. All right, so if you want to hear the notes as you kind of play them in, as you touch them on the key on the screen here, you turn this on. If you don't want to hear them, you turn it off. And that really depends on, what you're doing. If you're doing a bunch of like velocity stuff, like for example, if I go to my drums, I click on the pencil to edit my drums. So now I can edit my drums. And I go down here and I select my notes. If I want to hear them as I edit them, then I leave this on and check out what happens. As I go in here, I can adjust my velocity down here. I can hear the velocity of each one. But if I don't want to hear it, because that gets annoying if you're playing everything. Yeah, cool FX, yeah, Fox fix. Eventually you got it. What I can do is I can just go through and click on each one here. And there we go. And now. Yeah, I totally agree. I liked Fox. Okay, cool. So here's my hi-hat right here. I'm gonna turn the hi-hats down. Cool. Go back over here. Let's go back to this one here. Just adjust that bass down a little bit. Cool. And if I want to adjust the sound of that bass, I can just go in here and adjust the sound in the instrument. mess around with this. Cool. Okay, so we got that there. Now, the other thing I'm going to do with this is I'm going to mess with the envelope for the, just the envelope in general. I'm just going to solo this out. Where's my envelope 2? This one probably. There we go. Yeah. There we go. I'm going to put this up a little bit. There we go. So it's got a little pop on the beginning. Huh. Awesome. Cool. And if I want to go into my drum kit and change that kick drum sound, I just go back in here and I change it to this one here. You know, to whatever. Right, I'll just put it back to the original because that was probably the best one for this track. All right, so we have all this stuff here. And we still haven't talked about the instruments up here, but we'll talk about them in just a moment. But we have this down here. So I got my drum kit and I've got my bass sound here. Now, this is a good place to kind of stop and talk about separating instruments out because it's usually at this point the crackling is back. Oh, is it this is causing the crackling? Let's see. Well, all right, let's use a different VST then. So maybe, hold on, let's see. Get out of here. You get out of here. So tell me if the crackling is back here. The vengeance. Crackling back. No crackling, crackling, yes, crackling. Let's see what the Pro Tools is. I mean, it's so weird. I'm not hearing it all on my end. Still here. Let's see. Hold on. Let me stop the recording here for a second. This is annoying. This is